Here, the question is asking, what does this limit represent? Well, it's the derivative of some function at 5, but what's the function, right? That's the main question. So go ahead and pause the video and think about this first before you watch the solution. And if you also want to get more of my practice quizzes and tests for my calculus classes, make sure you join my Patreon because I will be uploading more of my materials over there. Now, what's the answer? The answer is D. The function is x squared plus 2x. In fact, it's just this one right here. This is our function, f of x. But what's this though? Well, let's go ahead and do some quick review. There are two limit definitions for the derivative. The first one is f prime of a is equal to the limit as x approaching a. So notice that we have x approaching 5. So in this case, a is 5. And then you can see that we have x, of course, is x, but the 5 is the a right here. And you will see that's on the bottom too, x minus a. For the top, we have f of x minus f of a. So this right here is the function. This right here is subtracting 35. That is our f of 5. Does it work? Well, if this is our function, f of 5 means we do 5 squared plus 2 times 5. That's 25 plus 10. It's of course 35. So we have f of x minus f of 5 over x minus 5. Exactly in this form. So that is the answer. Now, what's the other form though? That's the one with the h approaching 0. Still limit, but this time h approaching 0. Here we have f of a. You can look at the board a little bit, or just remember it. F of a plus h minus f of a. So both of them, they have the minus f of a at the end right here. On the bottom for this right here is just an h. Okay, so before we go, because we answered the question already though, let's take a look at what if we were going to use this definition to write limit for the derivative of this function at 5. So that would be f prime of 5 equals the limit as h approaching 0. Notice we will have to do what? F of 5 plus h, and then minus f of 5. And O over h. That is for sure on the bottom. But for f of 5 plus h, we put 5 plus h into this x and that x. So we are going to get 5 plus h squared plus 2 times 5 plus h. So this is that part. Then minus f of 5, which we said it was 35. So we minus 35. So that's this. And then this right here is this. So this will be how it looks if we use the second definition. They are equivalent though. So make sure you know them really, really well. That's it.